Looking to come to the first green flag of the night. They'll work their way into turn number 3, looking for that Emmetsburg collision. Green flag of the night. Kevin Long waves it, and we are up and racing. Scotty, 6 laps of distance. Your IMCA Sport Compacts are underway.
On their way indeed, now down into turns 1 and 2. As they work now down off it to Katie DeVries out to that second place spot. Volker to hook. Contact now through turns 1 and 2, deeper on in the field. As they come into turns 3 and 4, Katie DeVries looking to the inside for the race lead as they come off of turn 4. 1 lap is in the books.
I got a couple of them around down there in the bottom of turn 3 and 4. We'll see if they can keep her moving. Back them on up, Jerry. You see Justin Reitz there moving. Now, meanwhile, down the back straightaway, Katie DeVries is looking for the lead. Working that 43 machine right there. That's Oliver Monson in the 43. Working up front, Katie DeVries says, "This is how you do it when you come to my town. You let me lead." She'll take it on down into turn number 1 and 2. Got him. New race leader.
Katie DeVries with the race lead now over Oliver Monson as they come off turn 2. Levi Volkert and Jaden Erickson, your top 4 cars. Now down into turns 3 and 4. DeVries slides up the track ever so slightly as they work now off of turn 4. DeVries will lead another lap. Levi Volkert trying to mount a charge to the back bumper of the 43 of Monson.
So they'll work on down into turn number 1 and 2. DeVries on out front. That's 7-12 of Volkert at a correction bill. Here comes Jaden Erickson. Erickson, the 440, looking for the daily double down the back straightaway. Jaden Erickson out of Welcome, Minnesota says, "Hello and welcome, I'm here." He'll work it on the bottom side of the racetrack, hustling now into the number 2 spot in the 440, but Oliver Monson back around the outside.
As Jaden Erickson looks for a slider now to take that 2 for 1, he will do it. Here comes Monson back in the 81 car as well. Brandon Hartman in the mix as well. Katie DeVries checked out here in heat race number 1 of the night here as a white flag will fly one more time around for the 8K machine.
Katie DeVries out there. Battle for a second is Jaden Erickson. Oliver Monson, and not to be confused with Nate Hartman, that's Brandon Hartman in the 81 car. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4 is the big iron checkered flag ready to come out. First one of the night in the air and waving. It's Katie DeVries to the win of the 8K. Jaden Erickson going second, Oliver Monson and Brandon Hartman, your top 5 finishers. That'll wrap it on up for IMCA Sport Compacts. Field looks off of turn number 4. They'll make their way on down. Green's up. Here we go. Round the outside, it will be the 0 or the 1X of Chris Abelson to the number 1 spot. Abelson right there. Tim Ward. Here comes Josh Rogotsky in the X car. Oh, Nordquist off the back straightaway in a hurry. Hopefully he got her shut down. As they'll work him on down, it is the 1X of Abelson. Yellow is out, yellow is out. Fire and safety gonna make their way to the outside of turn number 3. There's Nordquist, got her shut down. He could have just stayed in the pits because it's one and done in a heat race for the modifieds. Would have saved us a caution. Abelson, your race leader. Ward working second. Rogotsky, one of the 3 Rogotskys, that's Josh. There in the number 3 spot. Green flag is up. We're back underway. We don't watch out, it make it very confusing, and all the Rogotskys might be up front. Abelson, your race leader. Ward working second. Down the back straightaway they'll go. Abelson on the outside, Ward to the bottom. Field a rock and roll down the front straightaway. Abelson, Ward, the X of Josh Rogotsky working third. Right now to the 4th spot going to be, but down the back straightaway, the battle is for the lead.
Battle for the race lead as T-Dub downstairs, the Sioux City excitement up top. in the 1X machine. As it'll be Abelson at the line for the race lead. Ward back downstairs. Josh Rogotsky and Cody Thompson, your top 4 cars. As we got another Rogotsky into that 5th place spot. Battle for the race lead still through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be off of turn number 4? Give it to Sioux City's Chris Abelson. Abelson still your race leader. T-Dub will follow him on the top side now off of turn number 2 as Cody Thompson has caught Josh Rogotsky coming into turns 3 and 4. Thompson in the 3rd, Rogotsky way up the track in 3 and 4 as Thompson tries to make the pass, cannot do so. Ward back downstairs as Abelson diamonds a corner in turns 1 and 2. Abelson putting some distance between him and Ward now for that top 2 spots. Best battle out on the track right now between Thompson and Rogotsky. Thompson with a slider in turns 3 and 4. 2 to go this time by for Abelson. Ward goes back upstairs and follows the diamond pattern that the 1X is laid out through turns 1 and 2 as they now come down to 3 and 4. It is Farmer Saving Bank of Astoria. White flag out one more time around.
It is Abelson followed by Ward, 1 and 2. They'll work the top shelf down into 1 and 2. You see them. They'll lay it to the top, diamond it to the bottom, looking for all the forward drive they can find. And then she's a complete different animal down at 3 and 4 around the outside. Big iron checkers for Chris Abelson. Tim Ward going 2nd, Cody Thompson and Josh Rogotsky. Heat race number 2, we're going to see Nick Meyer out of Whittemore in the 2. And Dalton Maggers out of Redwood Falls, Minnesota, the M8.
Fertile, Iowa, it's the number 3 at Kelly Shryock.
And your final starter going to be James Slauson out of Spirit Lake. Cars will get moved and hustled up off the racetrack. They'll come into turn number 3 and 4. Greens up. Here we go.
Meyer will lead him down into turns 1 and 2. Dalton Majors up on the top side of the M8 car. A little bit of push as here comes Brandon Beckendorf for the 5. Lyle Sadoff into the 4th place spot, looking to the outside. Here comes downtown Kyle Brown. Working as Brown way up the track and jumps the cushion. He'll keep his spot.
Down in turn number 1 and 2, Beckendorf followed by Meyer. Majors there in the number 3 spot. 4th is Sadoff. That's Lyle Sadoff. Followed by Kelly Shryock and Kyle Brown. Hey, everybody gonna dust the top shelf for Daddy had some good stuff. They come down the front straightaway.
And it turns 1 and 2. Sparks coming off the 5 of Beckendorf as he hustles off a turn number 2 now. Top 2 breakaway. Best battle on the track. Here comes a 3 of Shryock. Shryock to the back bumper of the 8L of Lyle Sadoff as downtown Brown goes upstairs. 3 wide off of 4. Lyle Sadoff to meet in the middle.
Kyle Brown had troubles with the tow rig getting here, got here after hot laps, had not had a chance to be on the racetrack, and Kelly Shryock now going to come back to the inside of him. Shryock and Brown battling for the number 4 spot. That's your race on the racetrack, top 5 redraw. Majors in the M8 around the outside of the 2 of Nick Meyer.
As Meyer now goes to the 2nd spot, Dalton Majors tries to get the wheels underneath of him once again. Here comes Kyle Brown trying to get the car to rotate through 3 and 4, sliding up the track. Gets on the binders to avoid contact with Majors as Kyle Brown on the move in the 21K machine through turns 1 and 2. Shryock right behind him as Majors looks to the outside of Brown for 3rd and 4th.
Down the back straightaway, your Spencer Radio Group Heat Race number 2 for your Friesen Performance. IMCA Modified is getting good for 2nd. Beckendorf is gone with 2 to go. Nick Meyer, Kyle Brown, then it is Dalton Majors right back there in 4th, and Kelly Shryock in 5th. Kyle Brown gonna drive it down. White Castle served. Here comes Meyer. Turn it back to the inside. White flag's out.
White flag is out for Beckendorf as they race into turns 1 and 2. Kyle Brown with a slider in 3 and 4, and he's got the number 2 spot. Shryock around Dalton Majors now for 4th. But coming off of turns 3 and 4, big iron checkered flag comes out for the number 5 of Brandon Beckendorf. Downtown Kyle Brown second, Kelly Shryock at the line for third, Nick Meyer in fourth, and Dalton Majors your top 5.
That will wrap up our heat race action here this evening. We'll have 3B mains coming shortly. Parade lap time on your feed, race fans. Shavers Manufacturing Pace Vehicle brings down your first feature of the night. Here we go. First feature of the night, and it is about to go down. Green flag is out, and here we go.
Compacts into turns 1 and 2. Jaden Erickson, Katie DeVries, as Levi Volkert sideways, and Katie DeVries almost off the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. Oliver Monson up to the third place spot. Here comes Nate Koopman. Koopman to the outside of Brandon Hartman in the 81 car, as Jaden Erickson, the 440, your race leader, off of turn number 4. He's going to lead lap 1.
Down the front straightaway, Jaden Erickson followed by DeVries. It's Oliver Monson. Brandon Hartman right there in the purple 81 car. Look at this, Oliver Monson up on the outside. It's a 3-horse battle for second. Monson, DeVries, and Hartman 3 deep and selling cheap.
Little bit of Robbins racing off turn number 4 is Erickson with the race lead. Here comes Monson on the top side of the 43 car, as Koopman right behind Hartman now the 81, and he'll try to sneak underneath. Here comes the 65 of Payson. Throw a blanket on him from second on back into turns 3 and 4.
Big 5-car battle for the second spot. You got Monson. Look at this. Here comes Koopman. 3 wide, little 11, touching, squeezing. Right side Romance, left side 11 applied. That's going to let Smiley Riley run around the outside. Payson up into the 5 spot. DeVries up the hill. Look out. Got a caution on the racetrack. Apparently there's something on the racetrack over in turn number... No, there's not something on the racetrack. There's something off the racetrack over in turn number 2, apparently. There comes the 98, I believe, back onto the racetrack.
Skylar Savage off the track in 1 and 2. Will rejoin the tail now off at 3 and 4. So Jaden Erickson, your race leader. Oliver Monson in that second place spot. Katie DeVries to the inside now, followed by Hartman and Racing Riley Payson. As we come back to the green flag, Erickson, your race leader. Monson hits the top side, as Hartman will follow on the tire tracks of Katie DeVries. Payson almost, look at this, Jerry 4 wide off a turn number 4. Katie DeVries up to the second place spot, side by side with Monson.
Get her going, get her going. Come on, come on, come on. Yellow's up. Nate Koopman hanging out, waiting for the caution flag to come out. When it does, he takes off, and the 98 went, the 98 went to Lost Island again off the top of turn 3 and 4. All right, here's we go. Looking for the green flag. Jaden Erickson. Green's up, here we go.
As Erickson will lead him down in turns 1 and 2. DeVries and Monson, your top 3, followed by Hartman and Payson, as Hartman slung her into turns 1 and 2. As DeVries has second now off of turn 2. Monson, you got him 3 wide coming into turn 3. Koopman on the bottom, Hartman through the middle. Payson up top, as Katie DeVries tries to set her side for the 440 of Jaden Erickson.
Down the front straightaway. Hartman going to shut the door on Koopman in the 9 car. Riley Payson right there in the number 4 spot. Monson back upstairs. DeVries still your runner-up. Been a great battle back there for 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hartman going to get in there in a little drift action in the purple number 81 as they hurry down the front straightaway.
As you got Monson closing in on the 8K at Katie DeVries, looking underneath, crossing under. As a little bit of Rubbins racing off turn to number 2. Monson in the second place spot. Here comes Hartman now looking to the inside hook.
Oh!
Contact. As we're still going to be lean, mean, and green off of turn 4.
Oh boy, they'll Wango Tango down there in turn number 3 and 4. Off of turn 2, down the back straightaway, the 81 of Hartman once again going to look to the inside of DeVries in the 8K. Oh, Monson, look at Riley Payson. Riley says, just go up there and bang it off the wall. I'll bring this old 65 to the number 2 spot. Smiley Riley up to second in the 2 or the 65. Monson back to the inside. Koopman back there to fourth in the 9 car.
As they work into turn 3, Monson and Payson side by side. Koopman trying to make it a 3-car battle. He will. 3 wide off of turn number 4. Erickson still your race leader, followed by Payson, Monson, Koopman. Battle for the top 5 spot now into turns 1 and 2 with DeVries on the bottom and Hartman up top. Side by side for 3rd and 4th now into turn 3.
So down into turn 3 for Riley Payson up into the outside retaining wall. Missed his mark, made heavy contact. Broke something. He's going to come to a stop in the top of turn number 4. Tough break for Riley Payson in the 65 car as he made big time contact with the turn 3 outside retaining wall. So put it on your calendar, Monday, June 6th. Field looking for the green flag. It's up. Here we go.
As Erickson will lead them, Monson in that second place spot. Nate Koopman up to 3rd in the number 9 car. Hartman on the outside as DeVries gets shoved back to 5th in the 8K machine. Monson, Erickson, here comes Koopman to the outside of the 43 car as Hartman mounting a charge on the top side of the racetrack.
Field of work down the front straightaway. Nate Koopman, 2 to go. Him and Monson working for second. Jaden Erickson, there your race leader. Can he go back to back? Picked up the first night win, looking to maybe do it again tonight is that 9 car of Nate Koopman. Oliver Monson's right in there. Jaden Erickson seeing the former State Bank of Fostoria. White flag. Monson had the door shut on him.
As Nate Koopman in the back bumper, Jaden Erickson in the 440 car. Big iron checkered flag will fly this time by. Who's it going to be? Koopman to the outside of Erickson through turns 3 and 4. Erickson will throw the block on him and pick up the checkered flag. Koopman in second, Hartman in third, Monson in fourth, and Katie DeVries, your top 5. As he is out of the car in victory lane there, ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Erickson, your compact feature winner here tonight. We'll send it down to Jerry Van Sickle to get some words from him.
Jaden, what do you think, bud?
I'm not sure.
Well, you won.
Yeah, I didn't do too good last week when I came here. I thought I'd give it another shot and come down.
There you go. You want to thank anybody for the win?
I'd like to thank the fans, all my sponsors, everybody that helps out on the car.
There you go. Big trophy. How about it, Jaden Erickson? Your feature winner.